Oh, I should try to pace myself though. I always say that in the videos, but this time I must remember to pace myself because
Oh, I thought you said piss
otherwise I'm gonna get my
himself.
ass kicked.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we are checking out another video from the YouTuber Magnus Midtbø. So this one, I guess he's doing like some hand-to-hand combat training with the Norwegian army. Now, I'm not sure if the Norwegian army has like their own sort of martial arts program. So for the US Marine Corps, they have a Marine Corps martial arts program. So you go from tan belt to gray, and then green, brown, and then black. And there's like a few different levels of black. And then the army, they have different levels of army combatives, which I'm not really too sure where they get all those like moves and whatnot from, kind of just from a bunch of different martial arts. But it's pretty okay. It's pretty practical, I would say. So it'd be kind of cool if the Norwegian army has their own version of that. Now, before we get into that, I need to say thanks to everyone who has been adding to the patch wall back here. So you can see we got some more Finnish stuff, some Swedish stuff. So it's getting pretty full. So I guess I'm going to have to get another patch wall soon. So yeah, I'll try and reorganize that back there, but I do appreciate it. It's kind of cool to get all that stuff in, especially from all your different units. But yeah, this one looks pretty cool, so let's check it out.
I've done a lot of uncomfortable shit lately, but never have I been so nervous for something. The level 2 hand-to-hand combat test is the highest level combat test in the Norwegian Armed Forces.
Level 2? Oh, snap.
A test that the coaches who want to coach new coaches have to pass. People train for years just to qualify to take this test. I originally said no to this because it sounded like a bad idea for an amateur like me to get in the ring and fight 5 guys at the same time. But after a lot of contemplating, I realized that some of my best videos have come from bad ideas.
Nice. He literally looks terrified. So I don't know how it is, but I know with the Marine Corps martial arts program, when you get to black belt, you do some like pretty weird stuff. Like back in the day, I'm sure it was a little bit worse. Nowadays, I'm not sure, but I imagine it's still pretty bad. So I got to brown belt. So again, it's tan, gray, green, brown, black. So I got to brown belt. Now it took me, I don't know, maybe like a year to get gray belt. And then it took me a few years after that to get my brown belt. So some people can get their black belt in, I mean, even like 2 years or like maybe a couple deployments. So it's not really that surprising to see someone like a corporal or a sergeant with a black belt, which is the highest level. So it's not too surprising. But with that, it's kind of unit dependent on how hard they actually want to be with certain things. So you might get like a whitewashed version of it. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. I want to see how tough they actually do it because he was puking, which is never a good sign. Or I guess
so
it
in a couple
is.
of hours, I'm gonna fight 5 people at the same time, and we're gonna go through some of the basics that I need to know. It sounds extremely exhausting.
Yeah, you're gonna be really tired, and
and you refuse to tell me how long I'm fighting them for, too.
yeah,
You're not supposed to know. That's
no.
part of the drill, I guess,
yeah,
right?
it's part of the test. So the candidates you will be fighting should be some of the best in.
So I'm not sure what rank he is, but when I see stars, I think of like general. So I just need to familiarize myself with the Norwegian Army ranks.
Should be some of the best in actually in the whole Norwegian Armed Forces. So there are some from Special Forces, some from the Army, some from the Navy, Air Force, all over the place.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight 5 of them at the same time. No big deal. But we have to go through some
I
basics.
don't know about fight. You're gonna get beat up by
kicking, hitting, disarming, some grappling too, maybe.
Yeah. So a lot of the grappling is just gonna be like defensive grappling,
right?
To avoid getting taken down.
Yeah. I feel like I need more practice before doing something like this. But I mean, now I have a private coach for a couple of hours, and then I'm just gonna be thrown in there with the lions as always.
Good
this guy? Does he have a name?
Yes, this is Bob.
Hopefully he teaches them break falls, which is like how to fall correctly so you're not like destroying your wrist or something. Those are pretty valuable, so hopefully they go over something like that with him, but 2 hours is not a whole lot of time.
Okay.
And Bob will be your training partner today. In hand-to-hand combat, you punch with the open hand, and you try to hit with this area. The main concern is that if I punch either your helmet or maybe your...
Right, you have hard, like if you
hit hard stuff and then you break your knuckles and you won't be able to fight. There's a lot of similarities between martial arts, MMA, boxing, all that stuff, and hand-to-hand combat, but there's also quite a few differences.
Right.
Because it's about life and death, and you don't have any rules in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, the
you can get dirty
because you want to do things as efficiently as possible. We also evaluate aggressiveness and how how much forward drive you have.
Is aggressiveness good?
Yes, that's very good. Because if you're passive and you're always walking backwards, then you're losing the fight. Be aggressive.
So it's kind of a mix of the Marine Corps martial arts program and also Krav Maga. Because Krav Maga, they just like straight drill you with like you need to be super aggressive. And again, when I was doing Krav Maga, we did crazy stuff. Like they'd put a knife on the ground and you'd have to like, one person would run and try and get the knife, and then everybody else would just attack that one person, or they'd put you in a corner, and then all these people would like just push you into the corner. So you need to like get that explosive strength to get out. It's pretty tough, but it's a lot of fun, I gotta say.
I think I've never been aggressive on this channel, so it's the first time you're gonna see me aggressive.
It's the first time for everything, especially when there's like 5 guys attacking you.
Lift your heel and twist your hip into the punch, like this.
Okay.
We also have hooks. You cannot just open your palm like this.
I'm trash with hooks, I don't know why.
So actually like slap.
It's almost like a really hard slap. So straight punches look like this.
Let's get that slap to the ear.
And
that
hooks.
sucks.
Like this.
Have you seen the Russians? They do like slapping competition.
Those are entertaining.
But then you also get slapped. Bob doesn't slap back.
That's the good thing, but also the problem with Bob. You just kind of move your hip a little bit forward and straighten out your arm. And that's not a power punch. That's just
that's just a jab.
Yeah, it's just to set up the power punch.
Right.
little dazing,
it
confusing.
feels very. I feel like I need to be a little bit closer to it.
There's things I've seen some use.
It feels dumb to hit something that doesn't hit back.
Those things are pretty satisfying to hit though.
When you go in for the
that's good.
a couple of
Well,
those,
that looks like
to
it hurt
just
his
confuse
wrist.
them, and then
Yes, and then it's important that you don't drop your left hand. Try to not keep it in front of you, but have it just on your side here.
Okay.
So you can still see.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, and make sure you don't overextend it.
And the other one was like slapping him.
Yes.
There's a lot of small things
Yes,
just to
basically
perfect
you're
something
just
like
gonna-
that. It's crazy.
It's good.
Yeah.
Try not to start too far out,
Okay.
but just kind of out here. I'm here, and then I just move the hip into it.
Yeah.
Damn, they're gonna be straight
And you
slapping each
power
other then?
More that way, because now you're kind of going that way.
Okay.
That was something in Marine Corps martial arts. You don't really like strike each other, to be honest. It's usually like ground fighting. Maybe when you get your black belt, there might be some striking involved, but generally with like Marine Corps ground fighting, it's just a bunch of grappling and whatnot. It gets pretty rough, especially when you have people who have like wrestling experience, but it's really good fun. Good cardio too.
Try not to raise your.
Okay. I just feel like in a test like this, I'm gonna forget everything that I've learned. I think
Yeah.
focusing on a few things, that's the key.
Absolutely.
Not too much at the same time.
Yeah. The thing about a test like this is that you're gonna be exposed if you're not drilled.
Right. Yeah.
Because when you get really tired
Yeah.
and stressed, that's when you see how well you have drilled.
Yeah,
But I've only
true.
drilled for 2 hours, so how do I
Exactly.
keep it together?
Exactly. Yeah. So, but,
This is not in my
Hopefully they go
system
easy on
yet,
him.
you know?
Jeez.
And this time I'm actually gonna get my ass kicked if I don't perform. So a little bit more nervous now than I'm usually.
Right.
yeah, and I'm actually a bit nervous for you
Yeah.
because this is like we were talking about.
Right.
These guys are very well trained
Yeah.
fighters. Of course, you're a tough guy, but you're gonna feel fair.
I'm gonna feel fair.
I think so, because there's just
Snap.
something about it when you're in the setting and you see the guy before you is fighting
Okay.
while you're
yeah.
kind of preparing.
You just gotta face the
Jab.
fact you're gonna get hit. It's
Jab.
gonna suck.
Straight punches.
Straight punches.
Pretty good accuracy though.
What do I need to do differently?
No, that looks actually pretty good.
Good?
I think
Okay.
it's just details, you know.
Yeah. But the
Um,
details, we can save those.
Yeah, I think we can
Yeah.
save the details. But first you get your hip a little
We'll
bit more
see, I
into,
guess.
Into
the punches,
yeah.
you get more power.
So I noticed when he's striking, he's almost looking at like his midline, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if that's for a specific reason. If you guys can add to that, I'm not really too sure. I've not seen that.
The kicking in hand-to-hand combat is usually low kicks. The same thing here. If I go higher, I'm gonna hit the magazines and injure my face.
Oh, that's a good point.
But a very effective kick is push kick.
Yeah, push kick.
As high
Good stuff.
on his torso as possible. That's a great weapon either to stop someone coming at you or to create distance.
Especially if they have kit on, they get really top heavy.
Sometimes you're in the clinch as well. And then you just kind of, the way I like to think about it is that if he has his guards up now, I'm gonna take his arm down and put my elbow on his face.
Nice.
And then like that. It's harder to hit with elbows.
Yeah, you really gotta step into it.
Usually when I'm in the clinch, I do elbows, several of them, and then maybe some knees, and maybe I'll try to trip.
Take down the arm.
There you go. Then you can try a combination is where you step into this elbow to try to get his head back, and then down on the other one.
Damn, that seems kind of awkward, but getting hit by an elbow is pretty devastating. That'll cut you up.
And now you can try the push kick. So you stand in your usual stance. Try to get your knee as high as possible. If you can, go there. Usually when you have your own gear on, maybe you get to the middle of his torso.
Yeah,
so
your hip flexors are gonna get, your hips are gonna get super tight.
Weight forward.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. Approved.
Satisfying.
It's good to be flexible. At least I'm pretty flexible.
He's just gonna spam that now. Push kick everybody.
The roundhouse kick is probably the most technical kick or the most technical striking move because there's so many details. Usual stance, try to get on your toes on the forward foot.
I've not really done one of these.
And you lift the foot you're kicking with and try to kind of create momentum with your arm. Kick.
You do a few kicks in Marine Corps martial arts, but to be honest, there's a lot of like counters to kicks and stuff. But generally, kicks is not really something that you drill too heavily on. But I know like if someone's doing a kick like that, there's like the leg sweep, so you basically catch your leg and do a little leg sweep. But yeah, as far as actually kicking, there's not a whole lot of that, which I guess it's kind of just, again, tailored to when you're wearing kit and whatnot, so you're not going to have a whole lot of flexibility, especially if you have like a belt or something.
Cut the air with his hand.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It's like a very like Muay Thai kind of thing.
Lose the guard.
Feel
I
like
always like
dropping the arm like that. I'm not sure.
That's really good.
He should just kick. Be a kickboxer.
Lose the balance.
Nice.
Okay, I think that's enough for striking.
Okay.
I think we'll go on to the wrestling and the grappling.
Yeah, that's important to know.
And
you can get wrapped up so
easily.
easily.
Like by advantage to get them down on the floor, isn't that better? Because I will be like shorter than the Bobs, I guess.
Yeah.
To get them down on the ground, wouldn't that be like an advantage for me?
Maybe if you fought them 1-to-1, there'll be an advantage. But in this test, it's
5 versus 1.
yeah, and also in hand-to-hand combat, we try to avoid being on the ground.
Yeah.
Because once you're on the ground,
take an elbow to the back of the head.
His teammate can injure you, you know?
Right.
So in the test as well, if you are on the ground, you have to expect that other people are going to get involved.
I thought it was just rotating, but they can actually all jump in.
Yeah, it's too kind
of
that you don't want to be on the ground.
Yeah.
So if you're first on the ground, then more people are going to get involved.
Okay.
In an MMA fight, maybe you'd want to get the opponent. So that's a really important principle, to just be hard to take down. If they get close to you and start trying to grapple with you, then you have to start creating distance. If you are taken down,
that's good advice, I gotta say.
Quick is important.
So
he definitely knows what he's talking about.
That's important. Creating distance, not ending up on the floor. Those 3 things.
You have 3 things.
Those are the things that I'm going to focus on.
Yeah, and I have to correct your second one because it's either create distance or you go in and engage. So later today, I would advise you to engage.
Oh, I hope that's not like some foreshadowing. We'll see how that actually works for him. But again, if he's not got the reach, then yeah, that's definitely something that he might want to try and pursue.
The thing I want to do is
hopefully
be on my back and both shoulders in the ground. I have to start moving towards the person and try to either getting my knee in to create the space. I want to start trying to get up on my elbow and then my arm. And I either want to be out here, keeping him away, or I'm here, protecting my head.
That's something a lot of people aren't like too good at when it comes to like grappling and whatnot. people aren't like good at trying to get away from the person. I've noticed it a lot because I'm not good at wrestling, but I was like pretty successful with grappling just because I knew to like get off of the ground or at least get back to like my knees or whatnot. But a lot of people, like if they get put on the ground and someone gets on top of them, like a lot of people don't know how to like get out of that, or they won't really try and get out of it. They'll just try and like wrap someone up, and I'm not too good at that. And if you don't have the experience, then it might be worth it to just get away from them.
I'm here, back, getting this knee down, my arms up, and I'm up again.
Okay. Go back like this and then up.
When you're on your way up, try to get both your hands up quicker. Nice. But in hand-to-hand combat, you want to get your knee down first, and then you get up.
Okay.
And the reason is that you might have kit on and you're heavier. Are you feeling?
So you're heavy.
No, ever since it seemed like you were starting to worry a little bit for me, and then that's when I started worrying about me. Because when you worry about me, then I'm in trouble. I didn't think this was going to be scary at all when I came here today, but now I'm actually getting pretty nervous for this fight.
Yeah,
I also
no
didn't know
kidding.
that all of them were like such high level.
It sucks. It's like, this is unfair.
These guys are gonna be instructors for the instructors. I think it's gonna be scary for you. You're gonna be scared before you enter here.
Yeah.
But I think once you start,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna start having a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, you're gonna be really happy you did it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
gonna
true.
be a good memory.
Has anyone filmed
will
this
smoke you,
before?
though.
Or are we as in the channel, are we the first?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the first ever to film this.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like we had some exclusive stuff here lately. Next thing, I have
Nice.
to
cool
learn how to
stuff.
disarm a man, right?
Yes, correct. We could do that.
Yeah. That might come handy later in life. I hope not. It looks really light
Yeah.
when you see it, like, but it's
Yeah.
actually the same weight as a weapon. It's really heavy.
At some point in the test, you might have someone with a rifle like this point at you, and then you have to disarm them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So disarm. It's not only trying to get away, not getting killed. It's also disarming.
We haven't tried disarming a rifle. I mean, to be honest, there's not many things you could do. Of course, when somebody's got a gun to you, if you can't run away or anything, you're going to want to try and control the firearm itself. So we practice with like pistols and whatnot, and we know how to like counter like with a bayonet or something. But as far as disarming a rifle, that's a lot harder, especially if they have a sling on.
Yeah, if you're
It's
running
near
away from this
impossible.
one, that's not a good idea.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing though. If they have a sling, you gotta just try and like
just try it on.
beat
So
them.
you see, that way you'll see how.
That actually reminds me when I was playing the opposing force for another Marine unit, I was wrestling this dude's rifle from him, and I mean, he just didn't have the leverage. So I was able to like actually like chamber around and start using his own rifle to start shooting at his buddy. While it was still slung over his shoulder and whatnot. It was a good time, but yeah, he was pretty disgruntled and disheartened about that.
They have it.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find some weak spots.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, here we go. That thing looks heavy.
Just so you see how
It's heavier than like an EOD
But is it
suit.
like if I get more aggressive, the bobs will also get more aggressive?
Depends on the bob.
They all have different personalities.
The
You have
bobs.
to read the bob. Should I try some kicks on you?
Yeah, let's go.
He's gonna try
so
it. He's
that-
gonna go for the push kick. Okay.
Yes. And then I mark the
Yep.
head. Is that, can I hit that?
Yeah.
How hard can I? Because I have to be kind of fast.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to hit like hard.
Hmm.
I know.
Again, just kick it. There you go.
Oh, fan foot.
Oh man. A kick though, like when you start seeing the kicks come in, they're so easy to counter if you know what you're doing, and if the other two doesn't really know what they're doing.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think you're prepared, especially the push kick.
Otherwise, they're gonna pull out a switch kick, and you're gonna be very, very sad.
You should use that a lot later.
Yeah.
If you want to get distance.
Yeah. I should try to pace myself though. I always say that in the videos, but this time I must remember to pace myself because
Oh, I thought you said
otherwise
piss
I'm gonna get my
himself.
ass kicked.
I was like, that's a
You feel
defense,
more
I guess.
confident now, or
Yeah, I feel after just seeing you now,
yeah,
I think I have a good feeling.
okay,
Yeah.
good. Because
Okay.
I got really nervous. Like that was no joke. Earlier, when we got in, we started practicing. He was like, actually, he said it in Norwegian that you might actually be in trouble.
Oh snap!
Maybe this was not a good idea. And I
The
was just
instructor
like,
shouldn't be telling you
holy
that.
shit.
Oh, I guess they should. Be honest.
That's not what you should tell someone who's about to get in a fight. I have like 2 hours rest, and then I'm gonna go into the fight. And this room is gonna be full of adrenaline and people who are really nervous, not only to fight,
Testosterone.
but also to see if they can pass their like test.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This is probably one of the things that I'm most nervous about that I've done
Yeah.
on this channel so far.
And you're probably not gonna have a whole lot of appetite in the 2 hours, and you probably aren't going to want to like eat and drink a whole lot, because then you're just gonna get like all your food punched up and mixed by the other person. Oh man, that looks so tiring. But you got people on you and whatnot. Dude, once someone's on you like that, it's like it takes so much energy to just get out of it.
Klar, ferdig, gå.
Okay. Good aggression. Holding that thing kind of sucks sometimes. Somebody will miss and they'll just catch you in the wrong spot. Or they're just really old and the padding isn't very good anymore. Ah. Okay, starting. Good footwork. Yeah. Oh. It's happening like so quick, but yeah, oh, that was a nice recover. His ground game's pretty good. There you go, nice. Gotta get those. There you go. Okay, he's doing pretty good. Oh, dude, he's gonna get tired so quick though. I know it. It just after a solid minute of that, you're feeling it. And then you just don't even want to get out of it sometimes. Oh my gosh, dude, he's getting his knee on his head and stuff. Okay.
I'll take you.
Yeah, he knows what to do, but again, he's so gassed at this point already. It's like, it sucks. the roll out of it, yep. That's a good tell. Especially with the mouthpiece, man, that sucks. It's so hard to breathe sometimes. Ooh, that's a good hit. Okay, yeah, he even racked it too, which is kind of cool. So yeah, they're being a little bit easy on him, which is like understandable. Of course, when you have this many people that can sort of take turns, they're not getting as gassed. But the fact that they're like changing all these like disciplines up, like doing some striking, doing the disarming, and also the grappling, is kind of cool. Again, in the Marine Corps, this stuff doesn't really come out until black belt usually. Like, of course, you're going to use the moves on other people, but as far as like actually doing like straight up like matches against other people, especially numerous people, that definitely comes in when it comes to black belt. But for brown belt, as long as you have like a good mastery of the techniques, you'll usually be okay. The fact they're just like rotating around him ominously. Oh, there you go, straight striking. Oh, no forgiveness. That dude's bringing the aggression in. Is that the special forces, dude? Oh, you get so chafed when you do ground fighting too. And like you start using muscles you never use, even if you work out, you're just super sore. Your neck is like chafed, your neck is like sore because people are yanking on it. It's awesome though. Oh man, he's like, let me put my mouthpiece back in, dude. Okay. I was like he was trying to break the arms a little bit, like collapse the arms. Pretty good. He's definitely got a good understanding of everything. Is that the old school camouflage, or is that what they use currently? It looks pretty cool. Oh, this dude. Ah, that sucks. Is that the aggressive guy again? Man, this is going on for like a long time, and I'm just watching it. When you're going through it, it's like so much slower. Good stuff. Oh man, it's brutal, man. 2 minutes of that is like, I don't know, equivalent to a really, really good workout, like a high intensity workout. Man, that crept up on him.
Otherwise I would have thrown up right now.
That was dwelling, huh? Hopefully he didn't eat too much.
I've never thrown up before because I'm like tired.
Damn, he's feeling it, dude.
What did you think about Magnus's performance?
He did surprisingly well.
Yeah.
And the other instructors were actually really impressed.
Nice.
And I think they said he didn't look that tired. They said his endurance was surprisingly good.
Yeah, for sure.
So
again, after like a minute or two, like you just almost don't want to defend from certain things. Like you just let it happen to you for a little bit till you can like sort of get a little bit of breath back. But he was pretty consistent throughout.
I think he hides it well because obviously he's really tired. Yeah. I don't think it shows as well. Yeah. But he did a really good job. I feel really bad right now. I didn't think he was gonna get this tired.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm so naive when it comes to these things. I always underestimate how hard it's going to be.
Dude, there's always a bigger fish.
And this is the first time I like threw up. So maybe this is the hardest thing I've ever done. But if you enjoy seeing me suffer, please like this video. Maybe I'll do more
good stuff.
videos with the army. Also subscribe if you're not already. Post notifications on. And I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah. That's good stuff. It's kind of cool that he gets like to work with the Norwegian army and do all this cool stuff. But yeah, again, it's also because he's actually willing to go out and do that. A lot of people aren't going to be like, they're not going to want to jump out of their comfort zone to do stuff like this, especially like, get beat up by like 5 guys for whatever it was, like 5 minutes. A lot of people aren't going to volunteer for stuff like that, understandably. But yeah, it's kind of cool that he's so open-minded about it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's awesome to see. It's good content too, especially. So yeah, good stuff. Definitely go and check out his channel. I'll put the original video in the description so you guys can check it out. But let me know what you think. If you guys have some martial arts backgrounds, let me know how it is. Let me know how you think he did, because I think he did pretty good. And again, like they're saying, his endurance was good, because after a couple minutes of that, yeah, you're not going to want to do too much. So I was pretty good. I was definitely impressed. But again, I don't have a whole lot of experience with martial arts myself. I just got the brown belt, and that was pretty much it. I did ground fighting in the Marines, and that's about it. So not a whole lot of background experience for me, but everything that I saw there was pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think though. And again, thank you guys for sharing all this stuff that's on the patch wall. I love getting all this cool memorabilia. I love when you guys share your stories and your experiences and whatnot. It's really cool to sort of hear all this stuff from a different perspective, like someone from a different country or in a different military and whatnot. It's always cool to hear. So I do appreciate it. Keep that going. If you guys want to talk to other members of the community, you can check out the Discord. I have a Patreon. I have a shorts channel. If you guys want to see some more like gun style content, you can go check that out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. But that is it for this one. I will see y'all in the next one.